I honestly don't know. If the majority will say we are boycotting, we are not playing, then of course I'm up for it. No one came to me to talk about it, not from the WTA, not from the player councils, not other players, so it's not on my mind. Well, I could say that I wish I would feel better, because last week I would say I was struggling easiest. They are the most hardest one, because the balls which are without any speed, even the balls on
I
top.
think, you know, in general, I'm a better player this year now at this moment than I was last year. So and it is. It's you move away at 13, but I was just so excited and I was so passionate about tennis, and I was like, this is my. I really hope, you know, I do think that one drop of water can create waves. So that's what I'm trying to do.
It takes an extra minute, 51 to be exact. Alex Eala came to play in the Rome third round contest with Elena Rybakina, who says with a racket, challenge accepted.
Level right now, I consider Rybakina probably the best player on tour right now. I think she's a little bit better than Sabalenka. And if Alex Eala can break Rybakina at love like this, wow, look out WTA Tour. This is upper level stuff.
She's won 29 matches in 2026. She's the best server on tour. And yet, a 19-year-old from the Philippines pushed her harder than anyone expected in Rome. The reason why has almost nothing to do with tennis. Stay till the end, because what Rybakina admitted in the press room completely changes how you read this match.
And Rybakina secures the hold for 1-all. You saw the Eala with her fifth winner. That's the fifth for Rybakina.
Excellent control off that pace.
Rome, third round. On paper, this should have been comfortable. But watch Rybakina's footwork in these early points. There's something slightly off. Not broken, just not fully locked in. And most people watching the match missed it completely. The commentators almost did too.
Well, I could say that I wish I would feel better, because last week I would say I was struggling a lot with the allergies. Now it's getting better, but we are trying with the team. We are adjusting all our practices, and we need to really see day by day how I feel. And some days are better, some days are worse. The day when it's rain for me is the best right now, and we wanted to do much more physically to prepare for this tournament. I think we did a good job, but of course there is a lot to always improve and do even better.
Thanks so much, Pech. Alex, great job out there today. First match in these high altitude conditions.
Yes.
How did it feel?
It felt great. I think the intensity was really high throughout the whole match, so I'm really happy to have been able to pull through. Yeah.
You were fantastic on your serve today. You won 76% first serve points, saved 5 out of 6 break points, so you put yourself in good position. What did you do particularly well on your service games?
I think that was one of the things going into the match that I really had to focus on, was a good percentage of first serves. I know Anastasia is a big hitter, so I think that helped with my match today, and yeah, a lot of focus.
As you continue to play more on the clay, I know you seem to be very happy to be back on the clay. How was your relationship with the surface at the moment?
It's getting better every year. Okay. I think, you know, in general, I'm a better player this year now at this moment than I was last year. So I'm really confident with that. Yeah, I've had some struggles on clay before, but I've also had some really great matches. So I'm really excited to see
Rybakina literally said clay is a little bit too slow for her taste. She prefers faster, shorter rallies. That's not a weakness, it's a confession. And against a baseline builder like Eala, who thrives in extended exchanges, that stylistic mismatch became the invisible storyline of this match.
Well, you've had to embrace this journey so early on. You talked about going to the Rafael Nadal Academy. What age were you when you officially moved, and what was that like to just experience a whole new country at such a young age?
Yeah, I moved to RNA when I was 13. So I stayed there, I boarded there, and I mean, I think a lot of people would think it's daunting, right? And it is. It's you move away at 13, but I was just so excited, and I was so passionate about tennis, and I was like, this is my opportunity. I knew I had to get out of the Philippines to train because it's not, the structure there isn't so deep, or how to say, like, it's not very developed. So I really wanted to take my tennis to the next level, and I think RNA is, you know, it was the perfect place.
I always thought that actually hard court is best surface for me. Then, of course, on the grass when I started to play, and my coach convinced me that actually this is the best surface for you, because in the beginning, as a junior coming to professional, you never play on grass, and after I started to feel comfortable on the grass, and then I think the statistics and matches I played on grass is a big difference compared to all the other surfaces. And on clay, I would say I also didn't have much confidence because I didn't play as much on clay even as a junior. And then I think my first actually WTA tournament was clay, and then after that I said, okay, I can play on all the surfaces. Of course, clay and grass is a very short season for us, but with the right preparation, you still can play really well on all of them, even if clay for me is a little bit too slow, and I prefer a faster rally, shorter. But
Eala isn't playing for rankings alone. She's playing for a country with almost no professional tennis infrastructure. Every point she takes off a top 5 player sends a signal back home. Against Rybakina in Rome, she sent a loud one. The wave she talked about, it's already forming.
Excellent control off that pace.
Rybakina might feel as if she's gotten a bead on Alex Eala, serving up a break, opening set. Eala comes out swinging, feisty.
She really loves that shot, forehand down the line.
And in 2 sets against Wong Sin Yu. Oh, and she's going after it. And it takes an extra minute, 51 to be exact. Alex Eala came to play in the Rome 3rd round contest with Elena Rybakina, who says with a racket, challenge accepted.
Weakness. So Alex Eala here at 1-all in the first set. She dumped a couple backhands to go down love 30 here. I thought her backhand was okay overall. I'd give it a B+ overall in this match, but certain situations she would just dump it or hit it out. So on this one, she went love 30, dumping 2 backhands in a row, but did very well to go up 40-30. And here's the problem with Alex Eala on these game points or on these add-in points, right? Alex Eala is not quite clutch on getting these first serves. So she has to learn this. She has to perform in the clutch, basically, right? So she had count them, 4 game points here. One of them, right, or actually 2 of them, she missed first serves. So she missed some first serves here, you know, going long or going to the net, wherever. There were 2 first serves that were made, and this was key, right? It did not go at 100 miles per hour. It went at 95 miles per hour and also 89 miles per hour. So on these first serves made on these game points, right, on the 40-30s or on the add-ins, she only made 2 first serves and it did not have enough juice on them. You got to have more juice on these serves, especially converting on these game points. And that was the difference. And Rybakina took advantage of that and eventually broke her in this game. And that was the difference. That was the only difference as far as the set is concerned. This break alone, just this much, right? If this 95 mile per hour was maybe 101 miles per hour, right? This 89 miles per hour, maybe 99 miles per hour. See, it's very close, right? That could have been the difference. And maybe Eala could have won.
Win 29. Straight sets. First ever meeting between these two. And based on everything you just watched, it will not be the last. Rybakina won the battle. But Eala, fighting through allergies, ankle recoveries, surface mismatches, and a 5% win probability, proved she belongs in this conversation. If you made it this far, you already know this match was bigger than the scoreline. Drop in the comments, do you think Eala beats Rybakina before the end of 2026? And if you want the next tactical breakdown the moment it drops, subscribe. We cover what the highlights reel doesn't.
On this set. Now let's go over the second game of the second set where it really showcased Alex Eala's upper level skills. This is really one of her biggest strengths here. Here's Rybakina up top, and this is when Alex Eala broke Rybakina at love. And this is not where, maybe Rybakina lost focus a little bit, but when you take a look at it, it was really Alex Eala just steamrolling Rybakina's serve here. So at love all, Rybakina serves a 179 kilometers per hour serve. That's 111 miles per hour. Neutralizes, Alex Eala neutralizes that first serve with a good forehand return. Then at love 15, a backhand unforced error by Rybakina. Then at love 30, a second serve return rip inside in winner by Alex Eala. That was against a 87 mile per hour serve. That's still pretty good by Alex Eala, just hammering that ball straight up the line there. And then at love 40, neutralizing a 102 mile per hour second serve by Rybakina there, and broke Rybakina at love. So this really showcases Alex Eala's one of her biggest strengths, and basically that return of serve going up the gut here. That's amazing. Neutralizing a 111 mile per hour serve and also crushing a 102 mile per hour serve, or at least neutralizing it, right? Getting it into a neutral rally and maybe getting it into offense. That can be very frustrating for anybody. And if Alex Eala can break Rybakina at love like this, wow, look out, WTA Tour. This is upper level stuff, top 5 level stuff.
That's excellent footwork from Rybakina, just watching her feet throughout that entire starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with the movement, with the ankle surgery that she had. It's good to see her back.
Four game points, 4 chances to hold. And on the clutch ones, her first serve speed dropped from triple digits to 89 miles per hour. That's not nerves, that's a pattern. And Rybakina, who reads margins better than almost anyone, pounced on it immediately. 1 break. That was the set.
All right, we'll get started. Elena, welcome. How do you feel to be back in Rome?
Feeling great. Really love this tournament, so very excited to start.
Helen, just curious how different is the transition from Madrid with the altitude to coming here, and what do you do to kind of adjust back to normal conditions?
Yeah, the difference is big. The ball is not flying as much here, and I feel like the court's a little bit soft, so the balls are becoming heavier, and you really need to be always behind the ball and try to hit with all your body, and the conditions are different, but I had time to practice, and I still have a couple more days, and for now it's been okay, I would say.
For that.
Do you think that might be part of your longer-term vision as your platform continues to grow, to be able to create more opportunities, perhaps back home in the Philippines?
Of course, I really hope, I do think that one drop of water can create waves. So that's what I'm trying to do, is just every match, do my best, fight till the end, and hopefully when the results come and as they keep coming, more good things will happen around me. Yeah.
She's inspiring off the court, on the court, a social butterfly. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
The commentator flagged her footwork specifically, then mentioned ankle surgery recovery in the same breath. Those two details together aren't a coincidence. A player returning from ankle surgery on slow clay against a grinder is fighting the surface itself, and Rybakina still won. Win number 29.
And you gotta ask yourself, right, if you're Alex Eala, what do you need to do to beat a Rybakina, right? Well, you have the template already. You kind of know what to do now, and you kind of know what to improve, right? So in the Freck match, right, I only saw maybe 0% 100 mile per hour first serves attempt. I saw a 70 mile per hour first serve attempt, right? So on the Freck match, maybe you could get away with this, right? Then against Wang Xinyu second round, she made probably 30% more attempts at 100 mile per hour, right? And then today against Rybakina, I think it went up to maybe 45% more as far as attempts, not makes, but attempts at 100 mile per hour serve. So, I'd say if you boost this up to 75%, okay, 75%, and make more of these, make 50% of this 75% attempts, then I think you could beat a Rybakina and obviously still play at this high level, right? These great forehands and backhands, these great return of serves. Then yes, Alex Eala can go to the top 10 and can potentially win a slam, right? But this is going to be tough, right? Adding that MPH on the serve, on the first serve, and getting more clutch at it, easier said than...
She did a great job to turn that point around.
And the winning ways of Elena Rybakina in 2026 continue. Stamp it. Win number 29 on the year.
76% first serve points won in the previous round. 5 out of 6 break points saved. Eala didn't just arrive in Rome on a confidence high. She arrived with a very specific game plan, one that targeted the exact thing Rybakina depends on most: neutralizing the return game.